But remember, I said, Luti, part of being a content creator, you have to learn to be very personal. You have to learn to just be vulnerable. So yeah, this is me trying to be vulnerable. 2024, wow, what a whirlwind. Wasn't exactly the easiest year for me. 2024 was a lot. Okay. It was one of those seasons where things really felt heavy for me, and I had to learn how to carry the weight and also adjust to life as a mom. Hi guys, and welcome to Lethabos Mom Diaries, a safe space for all parents navigating this life thing. So, you can follow me on Instagram and YouTube. And on today's episode, we are going to take a look back. Please do not mind the noise because, as you know, we are parents on this channel, okay? So anything can happen. All right, so on today's episode, we are going to take a look back on the things that shaped my year. So, guys, I've devised a couple of questions just to, show you the different parts of my life, or rather, the little sections of my life that shaped my year. So, the hardest part about being a mom this year was using my own parenting style and always having to be challenged by my parents. And, I think I can make a whole segment about this year and about this. And also, I think I did mention this in being a parented parent in one of my previous segments where I spoke about, I didn't really speak in detail, but it's a very challenging thing when you are still living at home and trying to parent your own child and always being challenged by your parents who say they know bits. Of course they do, but I mean, now you want to be given a chance to be a parent. And also, guys, wow, being a mom of a toddler is just, wow, it's Gold Reef City, just to say the least. It's Gold Reef City. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And basically, this year is my first year of actually like being a parent. Like, it's my first year of literally like parenting. So, what motherhood taught me about resilience and patience is that actually just being a mom of a toddler will teach you so many things about being resilient and patient. Just, I mean, those who know what I'm talking about because, wow, yeah. So yeah, that sums up my motherhood part of my life this year. What the fuck? This is just not even this is just the tip of the iceberg. Those questions that I just gave you now were the tip of what made my year as a parent because singahlala la until uyovalwa because wow. So basically, how this year challenged me emotionally and mentally was actually this year didn't really challenge me. I think I challenged myself. I had to regroup and I literally went away completely. And also because being on a phone, but that helped because I didn't want to have any connections to any phone. But either way, we'll go down to other segments. I'll explain that in other segments. But this year I literally challenged myself and also the circumstances agreed because I didn't have a phone. So I challenged myself to just like zoning out of everything and just focusing on being present and being a mom. um yo Hey, a lot of people didn't understand, and I'm sure some of my family members probably thought that I probably died or I'm going through depression or something. But hey, it was just a challenge of mine to say that, I just go off and just be present and like figure yourself out. Who are you really apart from everything else? What do you want? So that's how I challenged myself mentally and emotionally this year. Okay, what I know about myself when I'm going, ne? Okay, but I think it's true for everybody. It's not umgo per se. But what I learned about myself through these tough times is that I can get through almost anything if I literally just zone in and just try to navigate through my challenges, navigate myself through the maze. I'm still basically still learning how I deal with myself during tough times. Basically, I've had to learn, Guti. I've also have issues that I need to deal with myself, and I'm still dealing with those demons. But let me rather say, I have not completely learned, you know, I haven't really learned a lot about myself and how I deal with myself during like challenging situations. I think that's just an ongoing thing. I'm just still learning about myself, and I'm still learning how to deal with challenges as they come. But I'm trying also to just be positive about every challenge, and I'm just trying to be positive about anything that thinks that it's going to win in my life in a bad way, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that is the my personal growth aspect. I hope you guys took some things, nyana. This is really really brief, because I'm not trying to waste anybody's time. So let's go into my life challenges. Okay, so the external factors that made this year especially hard. Yo, guys, I think I need a segment for this one. And I don't know why. Because I remember I made a segment, I think in 2021, about the same thing. And I went through it again. My nigga, guys, I had a fucked up boss. Fucked up doesn't even begin to describe it, but I'm not going to cut. Yo, I had a mean girl of a boss. I don't want to lie. She made my life a living hell. Yo, I think that was the external factor that just made my life extremely hard, because when you're literally fighting in between, and then you go to work and you have to like fight, like going to work was an extreme sport, but thank God I'm out of that situation. But Jehovah, I think no, actually no, I'm not going to give her the platform, okay? But yo, I had a crazy boss, and that's what made my life. That was the external factor that made my life hell, J. But thank God we are no longer there. So yeah. Okay, for this one, I'm still navigating the balance between survival and self-care. I haven't struck any balance at all. And on a very sad note, I don't feel like, I don't even know if I should be even saying this. I don't believe I'm really good company right now. No. Therefore, I'm still navigating this balance. So the small victories that I'm proud of, even if my year wasn't exactly the best, was I had a really great experience, guys, of my colleagues basically. The small victories was prayer, and having colleagues that are so invested in prayer and God, and they brought me closer to God every single day. And I am so grateful up until this day that God brought me closer to those people, because I cherish them in my heart. Yo, I think that's just the smallest victory in my life. Uguti, I just grew so much closer to God, and thankfully to God that every day when I went to work was just a breath of fresh air, because I had colleagues that prayed. I have colleagues that love God. Ore, it's such a it's such a breath of fresh air, and they just showed me different sides to religion, and showed me different sides to praying, and got me closer to God, and that was just my small victory. Okay, so the one thing that I want to get better at, or rather many other things, but I'm not going to mention them here because we're not trying to waste nobody's time. But the one thing that I want to get better at next year is I really want to get back to doing my videos. And I really hope that this series, Lethabos Mom series, something in my heart is telling me that if I keep on doing what I'm doing, I'm probably going to reach someone who's just like me, who needs me. So the one thing that I want to get better at is just being consistent with what I'm doing right now. Posting videos that are impactful to young mommies. Posting videos that are impactful to young mommies, and also just trying to bring a very relatable side to being a young mom generally. If you have stayed up until this point, thank you so much. If you really loved this video, please check out my previous video where I talk about being pregnant out of wedlock. I am pretty sure you're going to learn one or two things. Thank you for watching.